Hi, hello, good evening, everyone. My name is khuyenvtk260993 and welcome to my presentation. Tonight, I would like to represent my study on microplastics, which is one of the current environmental concerns in the world, especially in Vietnam. So, my speech includes two sessions. Firstly, I will tell you some concepts related to microplastics, like the definition. When you're aware of microplastics, I would like to give you general information on effects of microplastics on human health. So first of all, what is plastics? You can see my beautiful collection of what we use every day, and I think you can recognize plastic products. So, for example, let's look at the slide. The ruler, the pens, the straws, the bags, the combs, the bottles, and cosmetics, and the bags as well. And they're plastics. And the dangerous types for the environment and human and organisms is petroleum derived plastics, also called conventional plastics. They are dangerous because they are non-degradable in the nature. Alright, so question is, are clothes, textile products, are plastics? The answer depends on the material. We say yes, they are plastics if they are made from synthetic fibers such as polyester, PET, nylon, PVC, or polyacrylic. Nevertheless, we say no, they are not plastics if they are made from natural fibers such as cellulose or cotton. And if they are natural fibers, they are not included in the scope of this topic. They're not plastics at all. Okay, so now you know the samples of plastics. Okay, so plastics are persistent items found in various colors, shapes, polymer types, PET, nylon, for example, and sizes. Macro, meso, micro, and nano. In the environment, under the actions of UV light, thermal or chemical oxidation, they will break down into smaller and smaller pieces. And depending on the size, they will be called microplastics if the size is more than 5 millimeters. And again, depending on the size, we have large microplastics and small microplastics. So these pictures I will tell you primary and secondary microplastics. So primary is the first. So they are tiny particles like from commercial products, cosmetics, or microfibers from our clothes or fishing nets. They enter the environment directly. And secondary microplastics are particles that result from the breakdown of larger plastic items, such as water bottles. And the breakdown is caused by exposure to environmental factors such as UV radiation or ocean wave. Alright, so do you believe that we are not only living with plastic products because we use them, but also eating plastic debris? Why? So microplastics in the area, in the environment, enter the fish. The fish eat them, or they accumulate in the salt. So, in the last session, I'm going to give you fascinating insight into effects of microplastics on human health. Every day, microplastics enter our body in silent ways we do not know and we cannot control them. For particular, see, 3 to 10, so 10 to the power of 3 and 7 microplastics enter the body every year via drinking water and inhalation, respectively. And plastic debris can accumulate in abiotic like marine source and biotic products like seafood, enter the food chain and go to human body. So look at the picture here. We see three rules that microplastics go into our body: oral uptake, we eat, we drink; inhalation, we breathe the air, and microplastics are in the air. Huh? And skin contact. So we talk about eating routes. Huh? So plastic will be transported through the intestinal epithelium, then to the liver. Um, Particles smaller than 5 micrometers can go through the lung tissues. Smaller particles will be more hazardous because they can pass through the blood-brain barrier. Okay, in the last minutes, I would like to finish my presentation with some conclusions. So, first of all, very important, you need to know the definition. So, plastic products and waste under the solar thermal or chemical oxidations are breaking down into small pieces, so called microplastics, if the size is less than 5 millimeters in diameter or length for fibers. Regarding sources, microplastics are classified into two types: primary microplastics from both commercial product development and directly the environment, and the second one comes from the breakdown of the primary microplastics under natural and anthropogenic factors in either deliberate or unintentional ways. And finally, microplastics distribute randomly in the environment, transfer into the sea products, enter the food chain, and is harmful to the environment as well as the health of human and animals. So they enter human body via three routes: inhalation, oral uptake, and skin contact. The toxicity can be inflammation, disruption of immune function, neurotoxicity, and cancer. So if you are interested in topic, you can read more information in the references. So thank you very much for your listening. Goodbye and good night. Bye bye.